This is Rachel Cameen from Total Wellbeing, from Bump to Birth and Beyond. I just wanted to do a little video really to talk about abdominal separation. There was a few comments on a group that I'm in about quite a lot of ladies saying that there's not much support out there for new mums, and quite a lot of people suffering with or thinking that they've got this abdominal separation. So I just wanted to put a little video together just to kind of explain what it is and how I can help you to recover really. So the first thing I want to say is all my pregnant ladies who come to my class, they get all the support afterwards. So there is a lot of ladies out there getting the support that they need. So if you do come to my pregnancy class during your pregnancy, in that last month of pregnancy, you get a pack which has a 40-page manual on everything that you can do to help yourself in those first 6 to 8 weeks. Nutritionally, hydration, vitamins and minerals, supplements, everything that if you followed it for those first 6 to 8 weeks, you'd probably find that your recovery was a lot quicker. They also get my support over those first 4 to 6 weeks. And also I offer a 4th trimester program, which is like a one-to-one meetup where I come to your house probably at week 4 and reassess your breathing, look at your abdominals, give you some releases because you might be quite tight from all the sitting and feeding and maybe sleeping uncomfortably. So that's a one-off, one-to-one session in the comfort of your own home. And that's quite early on to try and help you recover again as quickly as possible. So first off, your abdominal muscles. So before you were pregnant, your abdominal muscles, you've got your 2 rectus abdominal muscles. They were never knitted together before pregnancy. There was always that connective tissue, that linea alba that runs down the middle. So when people say, I just want to knit, I want my abs back together, first off, I always say they were never together to start off with. What's happened during pregnancy is that connective tissue and it has just been stretched, so the abdominals come apart. And then afterwards, it takes a long process for those muscles to come back together. There's been a lot of soft tissue work that's happened, lots of soft tissue trauma, so that soft tissue is going to have to recover. Abdominal massage is amazing for this, so again, if you wanted to help yourself recover, I'm happy to give you an abdominal massage, and you can have massage day 1, day 2, day 3, as soon as you feel comfortable for somebody to touch your abdominals, again, depending on what kind of birth you've had. So yeah, the first off is those abdominal muscles were never knitted together. So postnatally, they may never go back together because they never were together. The thing that I care about the most is that linea alba that runs down the middle. So when I do an abdominal test, diastasis check, I'm checking that what is the gap? So I do tests for the gap to see how many centimetres that gap is between the rectus abdominals, but what I'm more concerned about is the tension and the integrity that runs down that midline. So when I'm testing your abdominals, can I sink my fingers in through the rectus abdominis, through that linea alba, or is there quite a bit of tension there? That's the main thing. So if there's quite a lot of tension there, and the gap's under 2 fingers, 2 centimetres, I'm not too concerned. What I'm more concerned of is the functionality. So are you leaking? Have you got lower back pain? What are your breathing mechanics like? If all of these things are fine, but your rectus abdominis is still apart a bit, that's fine, you're functional. What I would care about is if there was quite a big gap where I could sink my fingers through. Again, that is what I'm more concerned about. And the programs that I've put together through Boral Education, I've done all my education through. I've got a diastasis healing program, which is to help that linea alba, that connective tissue that runs down the middle, to strengthen up, so we get that core strength back. It also helps with the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is part of the core, and we try and get the whole core, the diaphragm, the breathing, the abdominals, the pelvic floor and the back muscles to all work together in synergy. Most of you have probably never done this before, never thought about bringing everything to working together. And at the end of the 6 weeks, I'm hoping that, you know, it gets mentally driven into your brain. So every time you lift, you carry, you push, you pull, you're starting to bring that exhale, that activation, that lift into your day-to-day life. So I'm happy to offer a free 15-minute consultation for anybody who would just like me to assess their abdominals. It's quite hard to do it yourself, and sometimes doctors don't really know the other side effects or what they're looking for. So please just send me a message if you would like a free consultation. I've also got an Every Woman 6-week course starting on Monday. And there's one place left, so there's actually 3 young mums on that course, so that might be quite a nice one if you're a new mum and want to get out of the house for an hour. 6 till 7, there's one place left, and that's a 6-week course to help with diastasis, help with pelvic floor dysfunction, help with prolapse, help with hernias, and just help you strengthen up from the inside out. But if you're a mum who is quite dedicated and motivated and prefers to just follow something at home, then the diastasis healing program might be for you. So that's where we meet 3 times. I go through everything that you need for the first 4 weeks, and then we reassess at week 3 and 4, and I give you everything else that you need for week 5 and 6, and then we meet right at the end. But then you get my support, my guidance, and everything that you need to do that program at home. And that suits quite a lot of new mums who don't have the time to get to classes. Maybe they have other children, other commitments. So that's quite a nice program to follow at home. So I hope that's helped you understand what diastasis is. It's the separation of the rectus abdominal because of the linea alba that's not come back together, and it's more about the strength, so the integrity of that tissue and the tension. So if you've got any other questions, please let me know. I'm here to help as many ladies on the Isle of Man to not only keep strong and fit during their pregnancies, but also to help them recover and hopefully be stronger than they were pregnancy in the quickest and safest way possible. Okay, bye.